Did you know that the brand name Coca-Cola comes from the ingredients the beverage was first made of? Cocoa leaves and cola nuts. Or that Coca-Cola was the first ever beverage that made it to the moon. But have you ever stopped to think about what really goes into making this beloved beverage? This is how Coca-Cola is made in a factory. Before we continue, I'd like to ask for a quick favor. If you're enjoying the video, please like and subscribe. It's free for you, but it makes a huge difference for us. First things first, we've got to talk about the secret syrup. This is the real MVP behind Coca-Cola's unmistakable taste. And guess what? Nobody outside a select few actually knows what's in it. They literally store it in a vault. And when I say vault, I mean an actual locked-down, high-security bank-level vault. Wild, right? But here's the thing. Even if they told us the recipe, would it really matter? I mean, could we recreate that addictive flavor? Probably not. Now, that syrup is only half the equation. Once they've mixed it up, they add the second main ingredient, carbonated water. You know, the bubbly, fizzly part that makes you go, ah, after the first sip. Once they blend the syrup with that fizzy water, we've got to the core of Coca-Cola right there. But the journey doesn't stop there. From the moment the syrup and carbonated water are mixed, everything else is pretty much automated. It's almost like watching a choreographed dance as these bottles zip around the factory, lining up in perfect formation, twisting and turning as they get ready to be filled. No underfilled bottles, no spills, just precision. And this part is key because when you open a bottle of Coke, you expect a certain experience. You want that satisfying sound as the carbonation escapes, followed by the perfect balance of sweetness and fizz. If any bottle were off, even by a little bit, you'd notice. And that's something Coca-Cola just won't let happen. But back to the process. Once the bottles are filled, it's time to cap them. Picture it, rows of bottles moving down a conveyor belt at high speed, and then, in one smooth motion, a machine swoops down and pops a cap on every single one. Now, have you ever wondered why Coke bottles are always so shiny and clean? It's because they get a regular bath. That's right, each bottle is washed before it's filled. And that's part of the reason why it always looks so crisp and polished when it reaches your hands. Here's where things get really crazy. Back when Coca-Cola first launched, they were only selling about 9 glasses of Coke a day. 9! Fast forward to today, and Coca-Cola now sells over 200,000 bottles per minute. Now on to the final step in the process, labeling. You know that iconic red and white logo? It's slapped onto every single bottle before it heads out for delivery. It's the finishing touch that makes a Coke bottle instantly recognizable, no matter where you are in the world. And let's not forget, the packaging isn't just functional. It's become a part of pop culture, from retro Coke ads to those famous polar bears we see every winter. Coca-Cola's branding is as timeless as the drink itself. And here's a fun little fact. The experience of drinking Coke can actually change depending on the packaging. A Coke from a glass bottle tastes different than one from a plastic bottle or a can. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. The material the drink is stored in actually affects the flavor. Try it sometime and see if you can taste the difference. Personally, I'm a can person. There's just something about popping open a cold can of Coke that hits differently. Maybe it's the sound. Maybe it's the feel of that aluminum in your hand. I don't know, but it's my go-to every time. What about you? Are you a bottle or can person? Let me know in the comments. Now let's switch gears for a moment and talk about the history of Coke. Did you know that Coca-Cola played a major role during World War II? It wasn't just a drink back then. It was a morale booster for American soldiers. The company set up portable Coca-Cola bottling plants on the front lines so that no matter where the troops were, they could always enjoy an ice-cold Coke. Talk about dedication. And that's part of the reason why Coke became such a global sensation. But here's something that might surprise you. Coke has some pretty strange food pairings. Some people swear by drinking it with peanuts or even pickles. Yeah, pickles. And then there's the classic Coke float, where you drop a scoop of vanilla ice cream into a glass of Coke for an instant dessert. People have gotten creative with their Coke pairings over the years, and while some combinations are a little questionable, pickles really, others just work. Got any weird Coke pairings of your own? Hit me up in the comments because I need to hear these. And here's another cool thing. All these bottles that get filled with Coke, they're actually run through special detectors to check for any issues. If a bottle is even slightly off, they can catch it and fix it on the spot. That way, every single bottle that hits the shelves is up to Coca-Cola's high standards. Talk about quality control. One last thing before we wrap up. Those glass bottles you sometimes get your Coke in? Don't throw them away. They're actually super versatile. People have turned them into everything from vases to candle holders. But wait, what about other drinks? It's not just Coke that gets the royal treatment in the factory. Energy drinks go through a similar process, washed, dried, filled, and sealed, all without any human contact. These drinks are packed with caffeine, vitamins, and sometimes other mystery ingredients designed to give you that instant energy boost. At the end of the day, whether it's Coke, an energy drink, or something else, the journey from factory to fridge is pretty incredible. Every bottle or can goes through an intricate process, from mixing secret formulas to high-tech filling machines and automated capping systems. It's all designed to make sure that when you reach for your favorite drink, it's perfect every single time. So next time you crack open a Coke or sip from a glass bottle, take a second to appreciate the magic behind it. And hey, while you're at it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more cool behind-the-scenes looks at how your favorite products are made. And let me know in the comments. Are you team bottle or team can? Let's settle this once and for all.